An Australian Navy ship seized a large cache of weapons near Oman's coast from a fishing vessel bound for Somalia. This possibly exposes a violation of a UN Security Council arms embargo imposed on the Horn of Africa nation. The United Nations has a decades-long arms embargo in place against Somalia, which has been mired in conflict since civil war broke out in 1991. The Australian Navy, which patrols waters around the Indian Ocean as part of an international maritime force, seized nearly 2,000 AK-47 rifles, 100 rocket-propelled grenade launchers, 49 PKM machine guns, 39 PKM spare barrels and 20 mortar tubes from the fishing vessel. In 2013, the UN Security Council eased some of the embargo restrictions, allowing the Western-backed government in Mogadishu to buy light weapons to bolster its armed forces in the battle against Islamist Al-Shabaab insurgents. While the United States is believed to have launched airstrikes in Somalia that killed more than 150 Al-Shabaab militants, this follows U.S. intelligence reports about preparations for a large-scale militant attack. The Saturday strike, using both manned aircraft and unmanned MQ-9 Reaper drones, targeted Al-Shabaab's Rasso training camp, a facility about 193 kilometers north of the capital, Mogadishu. And if indeed the airstrikes have killed 150 militants, it would be the highest death toll in a U.S. counter-terrorism strike. However, Al-Shabaab's militants have come out to refute the death toll, saying they never have more than 100 fighters in one place for security reasons. Let's get to more now on that latest development from Mogadishu. CCTV's Abdulaziz Bilo is now joining me live from Mogadishu. Abdulaziz, what more can you tell us about the U.S. strikes on the Al-Shabaab base? How has the government reacted to this operation?
Beatrice, authorities here in Mogadishu, the federal government has not formally given an official statement in regards to the claim by the U.S. of the strike in central Hiran region of Somalia. So we are still monitoring that comment from the Somali government on whether they were indeed consulted or whether they were aware of that attack on central Somalia in that part of central Somalia. Now, what we are able to know so far is that indeed the attack took place in that camp called Rasso. Now, the Rasso is in the Hiran region of central Somalia, and it's near the towns of Beledweyne and Bulaburte. Now, they're all in the Hiran region. So, AMISOM officials are also confirming to us that indeed the attack actually took place in that area. But interestingly is that the militant group Al-Shabaab, shortly before we came to this live cross, told journalists that they are aware of their security challenges and that they are aware that they are a target all the time from the U.S. strikes and the Somali government and AMISOM, and there's absolutely no way that they can bring more than 150 fighters in one place, and they're saying that they are aware of the challenges. So what U.S. officials are saying is that these 150 recruits that they killed on that strike were planning a large-scale attack. As we have seen, the Al-Shabaab have been launching deadly attacks on AMISOM bases, like we witnessed in Janale and Lego and in El Ade, where they claimed that they killed more than 100 Kenyan soldiers. So basically, U.S. authorities are saying that. But the government here in Mogadishu at all times say that they support anyone who is fighting terrorism with them. And most definitely, authorities here in Mogadishu will welcome this news. But for now, we are keeping tabs on this story, and we will brief our audience on what the Somali government will say about this strike.
Abdulaziz Bello for us there in Mogadishu.